at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now is the perfect time to go, with Nebraska football in between the regular season and a bowl game. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the fighters and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop! Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1003769, $395 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 to assigning, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See delivery details.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio, from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Spare Time, sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here are your hosts, Jillian Martin and Kayla Starr.
All right, welcome in to Spare Time. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, we got the host, Husker Bowlers, Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr to my left, as always, on a chilly Monday night. You guys can join in. 402-464-5685 is the Sartor Heyman text line. You can put a face to the voice. Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, channel 961. Let's bring him in. Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr. How's it going on a chilly Monday night?
It's good, but
it's so cold.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I mean, like, I'm having a good time, but like, I don't like the cold.
All the layers today. We got the
Yeah.
winter jacket,
I was gonna say.
sweatshirt, and the shirt. We got
Yeah.
them all. Oh,
I think I walked out of breakfast with Catherine and I was like, oh, it's snowing. I didn't know it was going to snow today.
I got up to drive to class and
Yeah.
I just saw snow and I was like, no, not yet.
Yeah.
So I take it you guys not fans of the winter at all.
Okay.
I like snow, but I don't like being cold. So like I only like snow for the purpose of like, oh, I get to get out of school.
Like if you're inside watching the snow through
Yeah,
your window.
exactly. But even like the snow here is kind of different than like at home. Like I don't know. But yeah.
It didn't stick today.
Yeah.
Like, I always enjoy the first snow of the season when like all the snow sticks and it's like really pretty outside.
Mhm.
But like other than that, I hate the snow.
Yeah.
Because it's just, especially too like on campus and like trying to get to and from class. And like I have
So
two
cold.
classes like all the way across campus. And I have like 10 minutes to get to one and like that's fine. Like in the summer, like whatever. But in the winter and the snow, no. It's so bad.
Yeah. I mean, my classes are close together and they're all like around the stadium, so that's nice, but it's still too cold for that. Not a fan.
Where are you from again, Kayla?
Maryland. It's like it snows at home, but not like
Yeah, probably not nearly as cold.
no, not at all. And it doesn't like it'll stick like once, maybe twice the full year, but that's kind of it.
I think too with the wind here, it's just so
It's so
bad because like the snow will start like blowing in your face, and it's just like I
Stings a
remember
little bit.
like last year, like one time we went to Lyft, and we got out of Lyft and we were like walking, and we were like, why can we see the wind? And then we realized it was just snow, and like the wind was just carrying all the snow everywhere, and it was just crazy. Ugh. So bad.
Yeah.
Same thing too. Like we'll go to work Lyft in the morning. You guys will get there, but like it'll be like whistling outside. The wind is so
Yeah, I've
loud.
heard that.
It's like crazy.
Because I was walking with somebody. It might have been Catherine. It was somebody, and I was like, I didn't know the wind could make noise. Like that never happens at home. It's just like, oh, it's a windy day. Like it's windy every single day here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
Nebraska weather for you. It's not the cold that
Yeah.
actually gets you. It's more the wind. But you guys weren't in Nebraska throughout the entire month of November. Let's talk about New Jersey. So you
Yeah.
guys finished second place there. I'll let you break that down. Any place you want to start from the travel to day one?
I mean, overall, I think we really bowled well out there as a team.
Yeah.
So we ended up going 12-1. Obviously lost that last match, which sucks. But looking at it big picture,
Who was it against that last match?
Youngstown State.
Yeah.
Looking at it big picture though, I feel like we grew a lot as a team. So like that's always a good thing. Traveling there,
It's good.
yeah,
Same old, same old.
pretty typical.
Leave early.
You had to fly it out, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we
Okay.
flew out. We connected through Minneapolis on the way there. For some reason, we kept almost missing our connecting flights, but we
Yeah.
made them.
No, I thought we went to Detroit.
We went to Detroit on the way back.
Oh. No, other way around.
Oh, okay. We
Yeah.
flew through Detroit. But yeah, so got there, got some practice in. We actually had time to eat before practice. That
So
was like we
nice.
rarely ever have time to do that, so that was very nice.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it made practice better too, because we were like, okay, well, we
Yeah.
just got to eat. Like we're not all hangry getting off the plane, like going straight to practice.
definitely. Practice was good. We had a lot of good looks, I felt like. The pattern was longer, so like the oil they put on the lane, there was more oil than we usually bowl on. So usually that means we had to play tighter angles. However, like house characteristics, the lanes were pretty old.
Yeah.
So we could kind of shape it a little bit and give it away more. We had practiced on it at home and it looked like they were going to be really tight, but they really weren't that tight, like actually at the facility. So that was good to see.
That's kind of like the nicest part about practicing here is everything plays so much harder.
Yeah.
It plays so much tighter, and so kind of like, not that it gives you a false narrative, because sometimes I bring stuff that like I don't ever end up using, but like it's kind of nice to like know that like, okay, I don't really have a lot of hold here, but like as soon as we get on the road, like I have this room. Like I can shape the ball. I don't have to go dead straight up the lane. So that's super nice.
Definitely. It's just one of those extra little things where it's like practice on it hard and then it gets easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so we did that.
Yeah, practice was good. I don't think
We didn't do anything else Thursday.
No.
Just kinda
Went to
chilling.
bed. Went to bed at 8:30.
Yeah, we were all tired. I think we had a really early flight.
How do you guys get ready the day before mentally? You guys do anything like consistently for every meet?
As a team, not like really. We room together on the road, and I don't know. We usually just kind of get back, shower, and make sure we chill on Thursday night, kind of before.
Yeah. We ordered Shake Shack.
We did order Shake Shack. That was so funny.
And then they forgot the cheese for the fries. We were so mad.
It was like definitely not the best like pre-tournament meal decision.
Yeah.
But we both had no idea what we wanted to eat.
Yeah.
And we were ordering food in.
You said pizza, and I was like, oh, pizza.
Well, the team had talked about doing team pizza. And then it sounded good, but then I found an Italian restaurant, but then that didn't work. And for some reason, we wanted Shake Shack, so we got Shake Shack, but they forgot our cheese. It was kind of disappointing.
It was still good though. Had it again at the airport. I was a fan.
I think usually we'll go to dinner as a team.
Yeah.
I guess the only other thing we do like Thursday night is we'll usually have like a big team talk after practice just to kind of discuss like what we saw and game plans, especially like for Friday and the rest of the weekend, like based on that, because there's all 8 of us practicing at once and like the coaches can't always see everything that's going on and we can't always see our teammates. So it's nice to just kind of have that team discussion. So that's really the main thing. Same thing. We have like recovery boots too, like the compression boots. So we do those.
What are those? Recovery boots?
Yeah, they like zip up your legs and they compress like different parts like timed and stuff. So it has like, I think it basically drains like lymphatic fluid, which helps blood flow, which helps recovery. So like that. So we'll do that too.
So nice because we keep them in our room too, because she's in charge of them, because she's like the only person that knows how to like work them when they break, and so we get to keep them. And I'm like, yes, I can get the boots whenever I want. I get first priority. It's so nice.
But yeah, other than that, I don't know. It's mainly just chilling. It's nice if
Yeah.
we'll come over and we'll just hang out for a little bit.
You guys ever get nervous at this point? Like, especially for you, Jillian, I don't know. Is most of that stuff gone? Do you still have like a little bit of, I imagine you have a little bit of butterflies because you care enough about it. So, but do you get too worked up or nervous at all? Or is it pretty consistently you're confident heading into these?
I mean, I feel pretty confident. There's definitely still nerves there. I know too, they say like, I think it's like a bell curve of like what they say, like what your like, not anxious, but like stress level should be for competition, because you don't want to be at like low stress because then you don't care and
Right.
like whatever. You obviously don't want to be high stress. So I think I fall like within the good range. Less stress than before, but I think too, like my freshman year, it was hard because I didn't always know like how the scoring worked and like the formats and everything. Like you catch on relatively quickly, but it
That's
just
me.
kind of it's very
We're also
confusing
the freshmen are confused.
and very different.
Yeah.
And so like with that and dealing with that, I feel like ignorance was bliss freshman year, but I was also really stressed because I never knew what was going on. It was like
Yeah.
this weird combo, and I don't know. But now it's like I know and I feel confident, and it's just going in there. And I think knowing too, like individually, I've also gone to the level where it's just like control what you can control, make good shots, and just stick with that. And so I think that's helped me a lot. But yeah.
Yeah. I think there's definitely some nerves like a little bit the night before, but I'm usually not too focused on that. Usually I'm just trying to go to bed and do my homework. And then I don't know. I mean, like, I try not to think about the scoring too much because it does, like, it makes me so confused some days.
Yeah, what's confusing about it? Jillian, you said kind of the same thing.
It's just bowling's never been scored in like that type of way for us. Like, we don't do a lot of team bowling. And when we do, I don't think they ever score it in the way that we do.
I think so. Like in the team aspect, the bakers on Friday are easier to like keep up
Yeah.
with and
Right.
understand. But like you're bowling 5 games at a time, and you don't always like in a team setting. You're not always paying attention to like the scores you're bowling, and like you're not adding it up and like comparing it to the other team to like see where you're at in the match. Whereas like individual bowling, you kind of know where you are, and like you're bowling your own game. And so I think for me, it felt like there was a lot less awareness of what was going on. And like even we'd get to the end of the matches and like I didn't always know if it was close or not. And like now I usually do because I try to be attentive or like I'll ask the coaches and stuff. But it just I think part of it is just being in a team setting is so vastly different for us, kind of going from like that high school level to like the collegiate level because collegiate is team focused and high school is so individual focused. And then also like Saturdays are really hard because there's like a way to keep score
Oh, I hate it.
during like the traditional matches where we all bowl one individual game, but it's really kind of hard to do. So you don't really know how close it is until you get to the end of the match, and then it like all just kind of happens.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot more complicated because there's a lot more going on rather than like one score versus one score. It's like you have 5 different scores happening or 5 games that are being continuously bowled. Um, so you're just not always as constantly like aware of what's going on, and I think it just
Mhm.
I don't know. Freshman year, it was really stress inducing for me because I was like, okay, is it close? Is it not close? Because I'm someone I like to know like where it is. Like I'm like, coach, if I need 2 strikes to win, I want to know like I need 2 strikes to win. And usually I know, but not always. So he'll make sure to like tell me or stuff like that. But it's just it depends on the person. But it's just really
Yeah.
different.
I don't know. Usually I'm somebody that like doesn't like to look at scores or like I don't want to know what's going on usually because
Mhm.
sometimes it just makes me think a little bit more about my shot making than I need to.
Yeah.
But I remember like it was like the first event of the year and Kayla Restrady was trying to show me how to like do the tally marks or
yeah.
whatever. She's like, "Do you know how to do this?" I was like, "I don't got a clue what's going on right now. Like I'm just bowling." She's like, "It's okay. You'll figure it out in a couple years."
Same thing too. I think one of the things that a lot of people don't know is like for us, like the way our RPI works and everything, like actual match wins are a lot more important than tournament wins. So wins don't really mean like you don't get any extra points for winning the tournament. It's all about like your record. So like our record finishing second at 12-1, like if someone finished 7th at 12-1, like we come away with the same
I see.
percentage.
Are you guys up there then for number 1 record?
I think we have the highest win percentage
I was
right
gonna
now out
say
of any
last time
collegiate
talking
team.
to Anna, and the other Kayla, I want to say you guys were number 1 in win percentage.
Yeah, they posted
Yeah.
that the other day on socials. I think it was 80.8.
Yeah, 80.8.
That's all that really matters, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah.
main thing. So like obviously tournament wins are nice. You want to be
Mhm.
able to say, "Hey, I won this tournament." But at the end of the day, like for us, it comes down to that win-loss and like that determines who gets the national championships and stuff like that. So that is really the most important thing.
Yeah. Even the RPI confused me. Like I was looking at it the other day and I was like, "Hey, like how does this even work?" I saw all these numbers and percentages. I was like, "Yeah, we'll talk about it some other day. I don't feel like figuring it out."
Well, and I think that's the other thing that kind of gets confusing about the score because you're kind of like in individual stuff, you're so used to being like, okay, you have this many games of qualifying. Like, I'm just trying to bowl consistently well. And then once we get into match play, I'm trying to win.
Mhm.
Whereas collegiately, you're individually trying to win all those matches. And that in and of itself is more important than your actual qualifying total and like
Mhm.
where you are going into match play.
Which is
So,
so weird because it's like, what if I shoot 980 all day and win 10 matches?
if that happens, it happens.
Yeah.
We'll be happy.
No, exactly. But like, I don't know. It's just so weird. Like,
Yeah.
it's not at least how I grew up ever thinking about bowling. Like, it's just higher score wins.
Yeah. It's really different. And that's why I think that's why it's so hard.
Yeah. It's cool though. I like it.
Definitely.
Especially when you guys see a lot of the same teams over and over and
Yeah.
over again. Adds another layer to it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this year it's been bad. Not like in a bad way, but I just feel like it's been very repetitive.
Oh, with the teams you're meeting at the same meets
Yeah.
consistently. I was gonna say because you said you lost to Youngstown.
Yeah.
Is that the third one in a row now? That has Youngstown been in every single event you guys have been at?
They were obviously their home
Yeah.
tournament. They were in Orlando. Were they in Orlando?
I think they
Think
were.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
they
we
were in
broke it down. They
Kenosha.
were
Yeah.
in Orlando with you.
Yeah, they were in Kenosha.
Kenosha.
They were-
Yeah, so they've been at everything we have.
Well, I think. Oh no, Jax hasn't. Jax was in
Jax wasn't
Youngstown.
at, yeah. They've been at our last 3. Vandy's been at our past 3. Yeah.
I think too, like, a lot of the teams have been placing around the same place this
Mhm.
year, which is
That's what it
also
looks like.
kind of adding some interesting components to it. Like us and Jax have really been 1 and 2 for like seeding wise going into match play. Um, but it kind of makes for our Sundays turning up like pretty similarly because I think we played Jax the first match in Kenosha, in Orlando, and here.
hmm
So it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting. You guys got to go against the same people so many times in a row.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you're going to keep doing it until the year goes on. We do got Chaz chiming in here off Facebook. He says at number 1 at 42-10, he believes is what that current record looks
Yeah,
like.
that would
Mhm.
make sense.
Jillian, since you've been here, is this kind of the start? That's pretty typical for Husker bowling at this point in the season.
I think this is probably one of the best starts we've had since I've been here.
So it seems like an uptick.
Yeah, definitely a really good start. Obviously, I mean, leading win percentage, that's a really, really good thing as far as that goes. Like I said, that's really important. So just to kind of be able to get in that mindset, I think it's good. I think it would be nice to win tournaments. However, I think it's also kind of if we look at it in a positive way, I think it's given us even more drive to kind of go out there and be competing in that mixed second
Yeah.
semester.
Well, it's good that this is happening in the fall too, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and so all that stuff too. I think you kind of at least for us, it's more of a build up kind of getting into that spring semester. So, I mean, we have the tournaments in the fall, but we're about to take a month off from competition. Obviously, we'll be practicing. But I think it'll just kind of really make us want to put in that work even more just to come back next semester and just try to go out there and get some wins. Keep the win percentage where it is or even maybe get it better. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But trying to get those tournament wins as well. So,
I
yeah.
think we talked about it with Coach Klempa too, kind of like yeah, our win percentage is really good, but also like us not winning on Sunday kind of keeps us like, okay, well, clearly there's still stuff we need to work on. Like if we won on Sundays, we'd probably be like, oh, there's no problems. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we don't need to worry about these things as much. Yeah, so it's kind of like, okay, well, our win percentage is still good. So it's kind of like, okay, well, what can we do to just win on Sundays?
I think too we've gotten kind of better with each
Yeah.
tournament.
For
So kind of
sure.
with that, like I think when you're winning, kind of like Coach Wamba said, it can be really hard to kind of find takeaways and stuff like that. Because you're like, oh, we won, we're doing great. But like, I mean, there's always takeaways, but kind of when you lose, you're even more hard on yourself, and you're like, we need to do
Mhm.
this better, we need to do that better, like this, that. And so I think it's allowed us to kind of go back to the drawing board and just kind of work on those things so that we can keep building. So that's been nice.
Yeah, and then last question here before we wrap things up on the first segment, anyways. So during this fall, obviously, you're hoping to get a lot of the kinks out. When you do get to break, what's the mindset before you get back to it again the next semester?
I think it's really to just put in as much work as possible.
Is it like back to the beginning? Like, is the workout similar to what it feels like before the season then even starts, or is it?
Almost. Well, because we have like an extended period off, we can kind of work on more physical stuff and try to get that evened out if it like wasn't during
Right.
season. So having that break kind of gives us that nice little gap for that because that can be really hard to do week to week. But yeah,
Yeah. I think it also gives us more direction. Like preseason, we know, oh yeah, we need to work on our spare shooting, like physical games. But it's kind of like, well, we have like experience in tournaments, so we know where like things fall through. So it's kind of nice just to know like which direction we really need to focus on.
If you guys had to pick a direction, not that this is the only thing you work on, but what's one thing that you've noticed in this team that maybe it's showing up on Sundays, whatever it is that you really want to drill down during the break?
I think it depends on the person. I don't think there's like a general like a
So
collective.
even
like,
individually, then.
yeah.
yeah.
For me, probably like I think spare shooting as a whole could be better. Footwork, just things like that. Little things that aren't like seem super big, but like, oh, I'm drifting 2 boards left. Like, I need to fix that.
Yeah, I think I can work on my timing. I think as a whole team, we'll probably put some additional work into like sliding where we're supposed to because
Mhm.
when we're taking 5 steps to the line, sometimes you drift left or right, and like that can kind of get exacerbated by where you're standing and where you're trying to throw it. And so I think we've seen some issues there in competition. So I think we'll probably try to work on that if I had to give like a broad team one. But yeah,
Mhm.
individually timing.
Absolutely. With that being said, we'll go ahead and throw to our first break here. This is Spare Time. Jillian, Martin, Kayla Starr in studio with me. We got 2 more segments. We'll talk to you on the other side.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1003769, $395 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 to assigning, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See delivery details.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best MMA fighters on Saturday, December 7th with Violence Fight League 2 at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now is the perfect time to go, with Nebraska football in between the regular season and a bowl game. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the fighters and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRFR Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Back to Spare Time, sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here are your hosts, Jillian Martin and Kayla Starr.
All right, welcome back in. Spare Time, Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr. The host is always to my left. You guys can join in. Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. You can put a face to the voice, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, channel 961. Second segment, talking to a couple of Husker bowlers. Guys, I'll throw it to you. We're talking about your trip to New Jersey. You guys finished second place. What was kind of the thoughts after it on the way home?
I think our team is very proud. Obviously, we would have liked to get the win, but there's just, like Jillian touched on earlier, there's been a lot of growth for everybody since the beginning of the semester, and I think that's really huge.
Yeah, I think too, especially on the way home on Sunday, we were able to come out that first match and beat Jax. So that was really key for us because
They beat you in the last one for the tournament title, correct? Or was that
yeah, well, we bowled them on Sunday in Orlando and in Kenosha, the first match at least, and they beat us in the first match of both of those tournaments.
And they're number one, I
Right
want to say,
now.
ranked.
Yeah, so it was nice to come out there and get like that initial win against them after giving it up the last 2 weeks. And so with that win, we automatically got to the final, so that was also really nice. So I think we were happy on Sunday. Like Kayla said, we would have liked to get the win against Youngstown. We kind of had some issues with lane play. But I think we came out of it overall spirits high.
Yeah, I think everybody at the end of the day was proud of their performance and proud of the team as a whole. I mean, just as a whole, everybody's grown so much.
Yeah.
You guys are still winning,
nice.
as Chaz commented, about 82% clip here. So
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty solid rate. What is it about Sundays? What do you think? If you guys thought that it's been bad to the point where it's a major issues, but come Sundays, what makes those a little bit different? Where it's been hard to kind of pull out a win.
So I think, well, also too, like going back to the scoring we talked about earlier, Sunday is very different because it's all best 4 of 7s.
Yep.
And so you're very, very aware of the scores, like with that, because it's head to head, like games, and you can tell where everyone is the entire time. And so I think with that, there's so much more added pressure and
Mhm.
awareness, and I think it can be a lot harder to make good shots in those situations. And I think too, not in a bad way, but like also kind of for us as a team, having more freshmen, not only for the freshmen, but also for us upperclassmen, and like kind of making sure like we're all kind of on the same page and like going at it together and building that team chemistry. I think that kind of comes with time. But I think we're definitely getting there, and we've kind of worked on that as a group. So yeah.
Yeah. I would say at least like since the first tournament, I've like grown in my confidence on Sundays. Like it's become a lot easier to make good shots, and not just like mentally, but also like knowing that I have like such good relationships with my teammates and the people behind me. It makes shot making a lot easier.
I struggled a lot too, like when I was a freshman, and even competing in a team setting for Junior Team USA, where I kind of felt like with everyone behind me, I didn't want to let them down.
Mm.
And so it was just so vastly different. Whereas like when you're in an individual setting, it's just yourself.
Right.
If you mess up, like, that sucks, but it's just yourself. But in a team setting, it feels like there's so many more people behind you, and it's like you don't want to mess up for that reasons, or at least that's how I felt. So I know that can be really hard too.
So Sunday, kind of a little bit of a pressure cooker, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, pretty much.
When do you start getting comfortable with it for you, Jillian? And then Kayla, are you kind of to that point yet, or are you still working through that?
I'm getting there. I would say New Jersey was a big step for me, especially in the Jacks match. Just being able to get comfortable really quickly has always been something I've struggled with, even individually. Like just going fresh out of the gate and being able to make good shots when the lanes aren't as defined. So, yeah, I think that was a big step in the right direction. Obviously, there's stuff I should still work on, but yeah.
I think it was kind of gradual throughout my first semester. I remember my freshman year when we bowled in Sam Houston back when we used to go there. Coach Klumpa ended up switching me into anchor, and I was freshman, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And so we were bowling on Sunday. I remember we were bowling Louisiana Tech, and I needed all 3 in the 10th to win, and I got them. And, like, it just felt so good, but, like, just, like, being in that situation.
So you kind of had that big moment.
Yeah,
It
so
proved you like, okay, I can hold down the anchor spot on a Sunday.
and I didn't always bowl anchor, so we had another bowler, and we would kinda switch back and forth, and she was predominantly anchor, but she was just struggling at that tournament, so we had swapped me out. But just kinda being able to do that as a freshman and have that moment, I felt a lot better going forward. There was still some development stuff that kind of went on throughout there, but overall, I feel like really that moment first semester and just kinda solidified the rest of first semester so that when we got into second semester, I felt really confident.
Do you guys got a preferred spot in that lineup? Like, do you like being the anchor more? Or is there any spots that you guys really prefer? Or is it pretty malleable where you guys will just ebb and flow wherever is needed?
I've only bowled 4 and 5. I don't know.
4 and 5?
Yeah, so I feel like it would be fun to bowl, like, once like, in the first position once,
But
just to,
yeah,
like,
it
see
won't
what it
throw
feels
you
like.
off, probably.
It definitely would, because I really like being in control. It's so bad, but, like, I'm one of those people, I love having ball in hand. Like, that's what I live for. Like, I don't know, for me, it's one of my whys where it's just, like, I really enjoy being in that moment and, like, needing to do whatever to win, and, like, sometimes it can be overwhelming, but also too where it's just, like, this is why you're in it. It's, like, this is the win or loss moment, like, just go up there, this is why you put in the work. I don't know, that moment's just so rewarding to me, so.
Yeah. I've bowled a mix of 2, 3, and 4. I don't think I have a preferred one. I'm just happy to be there. But yeah, I mean, 4 is definitely a little bit more high pressure, just knowing I need to go and set Jillian up. But like, it's also like I get to go do that, so like, it's kind of cool.
I won't say this because you and the gymnast kind of have a similar dilemma there, where the gymnast is always a big deal for them. Like, if are they going to be the last person or be the first person to get it over with? And it's pretty interesting. They definitely got their Jillians where it's like, I got to be last. They like to be the last one out there. And then they got the Kayla's where it'll just be like, any spot's fine as long as you go out there and compete. With that being said, though, we got about 5 minutes left. We've been through a few meets already, and I'm curious just how the ones we've been to. Again, you had the Penguin Classic, Destination Orlando, the Lady Jack Classic, and now the Garden State Classic. Which one has been the best venue for some Division I bowling?
Venue?
Yeah, even just the city, or just the overall, or Destination Orlando is a little bit unfair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We went to Universal.
Universal. If you take that out of it.
Yeah, cut Universal out because
Like just the bowling alleys?
Just the bowling alleys, the food spots that you stopped at, all that good stuff.
Ooh.
The only thing you got to cut out is Universal.
I would say Howell. I bowled there before, so it's kind of like New Jersey's not that far from home, so I was like, oh, I bowled here. Like, there's a sense of comfort in being there.
Do you have a lot of family show up to that one?
Just my parents.
Just parents.
Yeah.
Still nice for them to be able to go out there and see you.
Yeah.
I want to say Howell, like bowling wise.
Yeah. The center's very nice. Like, it's well taken care of.
Yeah, but there's this one cafe in Youngstown that we like really like to go to, and so that's kind of steering me a little bit. But I feel like Howell is fair.
What's this cafe that's so good?
And it's
to steer you to Ohio.
So the Youngstown coach like told our coach about it, and so Coach Colombo likes to go to like little diners and stuff, or like even mom and pop places. Yeah, yeah. But diners specifically, not just local spots, like diners.
Okay.
Like, and so We went there last year and we all loved it. So we went back this year. And it's just I don't know, it's so good. And they make like we literally the one night everyone went with their parents and it was me. I forget who else were with Coach JB.
Anna? No.
No,
Anna?
because Anna's parents were there. I know Desiree was, but we literally stopped at Milk House just to get like lemonades because they make like lemonades like with
Lemonades
syrup
are
in them and
good.
stuff, and they have like the blueberry lavender lemonade, and it's just so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean the
lemonades
food's
were
good, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll let you second place.
Like,
Well, okay, I'll give Howell my first, and I'll say Youngstown's second.
Okay. What was in New Jersey? It was just as the actual bowling alley. That was so nice there.
Yeah, and same thing too. They have like an actual training center in that bowling alley.
Oh,
That's really
okay.
nice.
yeah.
What about the bowling alley location? Because that's what's been surprising to me. The one in Ohio in particular was kind of just out, looked like just a middle class neighborhood. They
That's
looked
kinda
fine.
how
It was
they
just
all
a different
are.
spot.
Well, I think Howell takes location because it was right next to a Walgreens.
Okay.
Oh,
And so the team got like a bunch of our teammates got the little animals that you put in the microwave that like heat up.
Mhm. And they have like lavender that comes from them.
Yeah,
They're very calming.
they had them at Walgreens.
You guys are losing me here.
Um,
You
they're,
put-
They're called
called
warmies.
warmies.
You put them in the microwave?
Well,
Yeah,
you can. You don't have to. But like it like makes them warm like a heating pad. But then it like has like a lavender smell to it. So it's like
it's
essential
really
oils.
interesting. But
So
yeah,
that was a big win for you guys on that
yeah,
trip. Okay.
location wise, yeah.
I just think there's like anywhere you went in Howell, like I mean we stayed kind of far away,
We did,
which
but we did in
Yeah.
Kenosha too.
I just feel like there's so many food options in Howell.
I agree.
Like I opened up DoorDash and I was like, I could get Chinese right now, I could get Italian right now, I could get Shake Shack, I could get Chick-fil-A.
I feel like food on the East Coast
It's just
is-
there's
is
so many more
good.
places.
rather than like compared to like the Midwest.
Yeah. It's also what I'm used to. Like
Yeah, I love seafood, and I say that all the time. It's tough to
Mhm.
find like really good, authentic seafood being in the middle of landlocked Nebraska.
Yeah.
But occasionally it shows up. All right, we'll throw it to break. On the other side, we'll do places we're looking forward to most, maybe a little bit of Mount Rushmore as well to wrap things up. Don't go anywhere. Spare time, Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1003769, $395 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 to its signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See delivery details.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best MMA fighters on Saturday, December 7th with Violence Fight League 2 at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now is the perfect time to go, with Nebraska football in between the regular season and a bowl game. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the fighters and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with the Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Back to Spare Time, sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here are your hosts, Jillian Martin and Kayla Starr.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment, Spare Time. Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr, the host as always. To my left, again, I want to shout out Teammates Mentoring for sponsoring a lot of our Ticket Weeknights programming here. To wrap things up, as usual, wrap up with the Mount Rushmore. We got Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr, and this one, I know I've asked Caleb Verstrady and Anna Callan, the other Husker bowlers, every Tuesday, striking up a conversation. But I want to hear you guys' Mount Rushmore of bowling balls, whether discontinued or still valid today. I'll let you guys go, and we'll go one each here before we get to 4. We did this one already? You're kidding me. So maybe I'm mixing it up between the two.
You are.
Because like half of ours were discontinued.
Oh, yeah, all of ours were discontinued.
I am mixing it up. All right, give me this one then. Give me the location you're most looking forward to visiting next. Jillian, you might have been there already. Kayla, it could be a first for you.
Like for collegiate stuff?
Yeah.
Delaware, because there's a Dunkin' in the bowling alley.
Are you just a big Dunkin's person?
No, I like Starbucks, but it means I get coffee while we're on the road.
Give me your coffee order real quick. We got time.
Okay, it depends. So Starbucks, I like the grande oat milkshake and espresso if I'm gonna have coffee. And then Dunkin', I'll usually get either just like a plain vanilla latte or like a caramel macchiato.
Okay, it's not a black coffee, but get the caffeine nonetheless.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
at Dunkin', they use whole milk, so I swap it for 2% because my stomach doesn't like whole milk.
I think
But
most coffee places.
Starbucks uses 2%, I think.
That's all right. That's a whole tangent we don't need to get into right
that's
now
crazy.
to wrap the show up. All right, Kayla, what about you? Which one are you most looking forward to here?
Trying to think of our schedule. We go to.
So you got the
Jersey.
Northeast.
We know we go to Delaware.
Yep, Delaware. Then you go to Arlington, Texas, Lockport, Illinois,
Oh.
Jonesboro, Arkansas, and then you had the regionals already.
It's a tie. I like Delaware because I've bowled there. The Dunkin's in there. I get to see my parents. But Dunkin's great. I'm a 7 brew person. But Arlington has In-N-Out. And I don't think I can
You guys
beat
based
that.
a lot of this on the
Yeah.
best food spots.
And we get to bowl at ITRC, which is really cool.
Yeah, I
Right?
do have to add
Yeah.
Arlington. I feel obligated because I won my first professional tournament at the ITRC in Arlington, which is where we compete. So that's kind of a fun one to go back to. And they have a bowling hall of fame there.
Mhm.
And like I'm one of the like little spotlight things.
Oh,
so it's
that's
really
cool.
fun. Yeah, so it's kind of fun to walk through there because I get to see myself. So I don't know. Yeah, random fact.
Yeah.
No, that's totally fair information. That's cool that you got a spot there. When did you first discover that?
They sent it to me when they put it in. So when I made like my first step ladder, I was the youngest to ever make like a step ladder at a PWBA event. And so they had taken some things for me to like kind of put in an exhibit, like a jersey and some shoes and stuff. And then I ended up winning like 6 months later. And then I was the youngest to win a PWBA event. And so then they made that based off of those things, but it went in probably like a month before we went to this tournament last year. And it was really funny because no one really knew about it. But then like they give us free entrances to like the Bowling Hall of Fame. And so like all the college teams were walking through the Hall of Fame and I'm just right there. And it was so funny. But yeah. So
That's got to put a little bit of trepidation on the other team.
I
if
don't
they
know.
realize that
I didn't even know this until now.
Yeah, So it's relatively new, but yeah, I'm like on there on like a little big poster. I don't know. I just think it's funny, but yeah.
Very cool and well deserved. But that's going to wrap it up for us. Appreciate you guys listening. This has been Spare Time with Jillian Martin, Kayla Starr, a couple of Husker bowlers. As always, be sure to stick around tomorrow as well for striking up a conversation. You got a couple more bowlers coming your way, along with all the other Ticket Weeknight programming. That's going to do it for us. We'll set up some replays for you guys. Have a great rest of your Monday night.